really warm in here. Hey, Manny. Can you hear me? How are ya? It's good to see ya. Good evening. Ooh, it's really warm in here. I'm gonna try streaming tonight without the AC on. Let's see what happens. I wonder if that's gonna cook my computer. Anyway. Yeah, good evening. You're on your way home? Okay, after work? Alright. How long does it usually take for you to get home? Just wondering. And I remember the time when my commute was like 2.5 hours. And that's just the one-way trip. The one-way trip to work was 2.5 hours. Of course, I didn't have to. I mean, I had other options. A lot shorter options, but I wanted to. It was a good way for me to catch up on some lost sleep on the bus. I was lucky that there was a bus route that required no transferring between like buses or subways to buses and buses to subways, and so yeah, I was lucky. And I felt pretty comfortable on the bus, sleeping on the bus. Okay. Can I refresh this page like this? I can, and I can also do this. Oh, okay. I can do that too. Oh, I can just refresh the page. Why didn't I think of this? Because there's no refresh button, so I have to use the keyboard shortcut to do refresh. But that actually just brings up all the comments. Oh, I should have thought of this earlier. Yeah, because back then I was pretty much sleep deprived all the time. And so I was always ready to get some sleep. And so those long commutes were a good way for me to catch up on some lost sleep. 제습기. Yes. A dehumidifier. I should probably bring the one I have in my office here. I think, oh shoot. That thing must be full right now. I gotta make a stop after this. And empty that tank. Hey, Armneem. How are you tonight? How are you? Hey, Billy. Good to see you again. How's your day? Refresh button. Your keyboard doesn't have a refresh button. You can probably... Are you on a PC? You can do Control R. Hit Control R, and that usually refreshes the page. And I'm pretty sure you can use F5. I wonder what happens if I hit F5 right now. F5 is also refresh. Don't you have an F5? You don't have the function key rows? It's going, it's going okay, I guess. I'm streaming, which means I'm having a pretty good day. So, how's your day, Armin? How's your day? It was no stress day. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, all right. No stress day. What kind of stress do you, on stressful days, what causes the stress on stressful days for you? I guess that's what I'm trying to ask. So this was no stress day. That means nothing really happened that stressed you out. When something does stress you out, what is it usually? You don't have a dehumidifier? If you want to get a decent humidifier, I think you actually have to spend quite a bit, and those tend to get pretty big, don't they? Like if you want to get a decent humidifier, you need to figure out like some you have to have a decent amount of space to put that thing, and you also have to put up with the noise. I don't think there's a such thing as a quiet dehumidifier. Your keyboard has an F5 button, but it doesn't work? Okay, what about Control R? Hey, Dangnanim, what's up? I was kind of busy. I went to a hotel to check out the arrangement for the upcoming bilateral meeting with China. I see. Okay. I heard about how I feel like I've already talked about this, but maybe it was on Discord. I don't really remember. I remember how I remember reading an article about how Trump, I don't know why or how that happened, but he's suddenly like best friends with Kim Jong-un. He's suddenly saying that, North Korea has been very cooperative and unthreatening. And then suddenly he cancels all these military exercises with South Korea. And then our president is coming out and saying, "Oh, we will be independent. We will our military will be independent going forward." And I guess that means we're going to be investing more in our military, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that's about. My day was okay. How was yours? It was pretty normal. Just a lot of work. How was yours? Hey, Roll Tim name. Usually it's my husband's health issues. Oh, is he sick? Or unexpected bills to pay that can stress me. I see. Yep. I went to, what I have is probably nothing compared to what your husband has in your situation. We all have our problems, right? But I was kind of surprised when I went to the pharmacy today to pick up my meds. I actually went to the hospital. I saw my doctor last Thursday, I think. But then I still had some meds left from the previous prescription, and so I just kind of, I didn't have to pick up the new prescription until like later this week. But then the new prescription I got it's only valid for about a week. So I had a week until I had to pick up my new meds. I just went today and I picked up my new meds. It cost around 150,000 won. 150,000 won for 2 months of meds. I don't know about you guys, but that's the kind of money that I don't want to spend. 150,000 won for 2 months of meds. Damn. Anyway. You also read Trump sucks. Yeah. A lot of people who used to be Trump supporters are actually turning back. They're turning against him. If it's rightfully so, because he's been making a lot of weird and, unexpected decisions. According to those people, of course. I don't know exactly what he's been doing or what he pledged to do and stuff like that. Korean president and government don't like the U.S. They're getting along with China. I see. Huh. Isn't that interesting? So the U.S. is getting along with China, and our government is getting along with China. China's making a lot of friends. I guess countries being friends is better than turning their back against each other, maybe. Maybe it's a good thing. Who knows? There had been a lot of talk about China and the US going to war, right? Like, up until like maybe a year ago, I was hearing a lot of talk about how, the war between China and US was very likely. But then hearing this now, it's interesting how things can turn, Interesting how things can change like that. I'm really sorry to hear about your husband's health issues. Yeah. It's just one of those things in life we have to deal with, right? I had so busy a day, I was preparing to welcome back my girlfriend to Australia. Okay. So where has your girlfriend been? Where was she all this time? Second time playing this live stream. Hello. So this is your second time tuning in. Welcome to the stream. 한국이 호르무즈생 안 도와줘서 삐져서 그래요. Trump 유치원. 호르무즈? I don't even know what that is. I'm not very current on diplomatic, political news. 호르무즈? I don't even know what that is. Is it possible to talk about political topic? You can talk about whatever you want. You can talk about absolutely anything you want. As long as you are doing it tastefully. Right? It's a bit complicated to explain my husband's condition, and I don't want to go there. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you don't have to. I'm just really sorry that he's going through whatever he's going through, and then, you have to be supporting him next to him. It is serious but not terminal. That's all I can say. Okay. Yeah. That's that really sucks, Billy, like I said, it's one of those things that a lot of us have to deal with. I actually have diabetes. And I'm not really good at taking care of myself. So I'm probably not doing myself any favors with all the junk food that I'm still eating. I think I'm getting enough exercise thanks to my dogs, but I don't know. I just hope it doesn't turn into anything really ugly, I mean, Korea has been trying to get along with China, not the U.S., since current president. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so our current president, ever since he took office, he has been trying to make improvements in our relationship with China. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't really matter which country it is. As long as we're trying to help each other, support each other, do things together rather than fight each other. I would say generally that's usually a good thing. Regardless of our differences and our history, if we're, looking in the same direction, talking, communicating, trying to work together, I'd say that's usually a good thing, generally speaking. Oh! Is that about Iran? Yeah, it's life. Part of life, huh? It doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense? Yeah. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a good... everybody had a good day. Wait, is that an ant? Yeah, that's an ant. It's an ant that flies. Ant with wings. I don't like ant with wings. Whew, it's getting toasty in here. I'm gonna try to make it through to the end of the stream without turning on my AC, because I'm kind of sick of using the AC, to be honest. So I have my window over here open. Not a huge window, but it is open. And I have the window in the other room that's open, and hopefully I get some air circulation in here. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. I am getting a little sweaty already, but I'll manage. You're on your way home, Changshounin. What's up? When are we going to start? 8:45. I believe that's when I scheduled the stream. Or rather, that's when I scheduled this stream for. 8:45, 8:45, right? Right, guys? Did anybody check the time? I believe I scheduled this stream for 8:45. Waiting for this bed we made. We won't be playing that again for another several days. You know that. She and I came to Australia together, and she visited Korea for. I see. Okay. Okay. So she's also there on a working holiday visa like you, and she went back home for about a month, and she's back. Okay. Hey, Donnie, what's up? How you doing? Choinim, how you doing? Sam, I'm not sure if I can go for a run tonight. Why not? What's the problem? Why? What? No, you can't skip. You can't skip your runs. No, it's out of the question. Whether you are any political ethical sides, I don't know about it either. But I really love your mindset, seeing the world in a good way. Good thing goes good way. I'm impressed. Well, it's. I feel like the biggest problem with politics is that the people who are in politics, people who are politicians, most of them, as far as I can tell, view it as a kind of a business. They run it like a business. It's all about like profiting, right? And because of that, it's not really about for the people and to make peace and try to have things run smoothly. It's not really about that, at least for a lot of people, as far as I can tell. It's more about business. It's more about maintaining their dominance and their power. And it's more like a business. For them, it's just a business, right? And so that's, as long as you don't view it like that, I think a lot of people, are willing to, can and are capable of improving things immensely. But because there are so many people out there who view it just as a business, I think that's why things just don't work a lot of the time. Choinim, thank you very much for the membership support. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. We have a big issue lately with ants around the house. Can't fight anymore. Are they huge? Because I was out in my backyard yesterday. I was mowing the lawn, cutting the grass, and we've always had ants back there, but they looked a lot bigger than they usually do. Like they looked a lot bigger than before for some reason. I don't know. Maybe they were always there. I just didn't notice it until yesterday. But they're huge, like big, fat, juicy ants. I'm just kind of hoping that the birds, because we have a lot of birds, because we live like right next to a mountain, not a huge one, but like a mountain, and we have a lot of birds here. So I'm just hoping the birds get them. 해협 군사 지원 안 해줬다고 그러면서 북한이랑 친한 척한다고 기사로 읽었던 것 같은데요. Oh yeah? I just wish I was more interested in politics. I would love to learn more about like what goes on around the world. I think Sam has to turn. Yeah, it is getting kind of warm, especially with because I have these headphones on now. It's hot outside. Yeah, it is warm. Have you watched The Sopranos? No, but I've heard a lot about that show. I've heard about how, so many people love that show. Politicians are super close to money crazy gangsters in that show. It's how they say that life imitates art? Have you guys heard of this phrase? Life imitates art? And so what that means, from what I can tell, is that because art is created by people, right? And so the art that people make, it has its roots in reality. It has its roots in real life. But I don't know. So I don't know why they say life imitates art, because it's actually the other way around. So, and you know, like TV shows and movies, it's a form of art. And so, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it really is in the real world. All kinds of ants. Ugh, we have huge ants, almost 1 centimeter. Wait. How big is 1 centimeters? And there are those so-called oh, you have fire ants around your house? Those are really nasty, aren't they? Man, oh, you're in Australia. Oh yeah, you know, that's not really surprising then, is it? Because Australia is like the home of like, I heard that, like, and you have like all kinds of spiders there too, right? And wasps and whatnot. If you've ever heard of Im Sung-han, the screenwriter who makes literally crazy plots. No, I don't think I've heard of Im Sung-han, the screenwriter, but I agree with how the art that people create, whether it's movies or, you know, books, it's rooted in reality, and it works the other way around too. So you will, you know, we will be increasingly finding out more and more that the things that we see in movies and TV shows and things that we read in books are, you know, will just given enough time, they actually come true. Yeah, we get a lot of bugs around here. A spider size is really big as my hand. But not all of them are aggressive, right? I've seen a lot of people like play around with these huge spiders because they're actually not very threatening. When it comes to politics, it must have been really hard while guarding boundary. Gets along with other country. I don't know about politics, justice, business, but war, 전쟁을 이용한 사람들을 죽이지 않게 되기를 바래요. Yeah, so a lot, you know, so many people die because of politicians, right? And it's not just regular people, it's like people in the military also who, you know, like on the surface, they make it look like they're fighting for justice and they're fighting for peace, but in a lot of cases, now this is just, I don't know the details, so I probably shouldn't be saying this, but from what I've been told, a lot of them, you know, their deaths are, you know, a lot of them die in vain because they're not really dying for peace. They die for politicians, unfortunately. Gold Coast has issues with fire ants, unfortunately. I see. Okay, so this is an issue that is bigger in Gold Coast compared to other areas. And have you heard about huntsman spider? No, it is a pet in your bed. So do you actually feed that spider? So you're saying that you have spiders in your backyard. They're called huntsman. Wait a minute. Aren't those like kind of half transparent white spiders? I think I may have heard of them. Aren't they like really wait, maybe I'm just confusing the names. I don't know. Can anyone explain Imsan to Sam? What I meant for crazy plots was like slapping people with... Oh, I know that meme. I've seen that meme. Well, hey, where's the English? Yo, where's the English, Roll Tip Meme? You can talk about anything you want, but come on. You gotta put in a little effort. Remember why you're here. I'm just gonna read it to myself. Okay. I think I understood that. I want to say my think in English, but my English is not good enough to translate it, so I just said it in Korean. That means you gave up. At that moment, 롤팁님, you gave up. And you feared our judgment. See, you could have just said all that in broken English. That would have been better for your English. But you gave up. You gave up and you just fell back to your mother tongue. And that's not helping you. And you're not here to impress anybody, okay? You're not here to impress anybody. None of us are going to be disappointed by your bad English. Come on, you should be over that by now. What do I always say? You have to just let go of the fear of being judged because of your bad English. Yeah, sure, there will be people who judge you because of your bad English. They will even point fingers at you and say bad things. You're going to say, oh, you're so stupid, your English sucks. You have to be okay with that. Otherwise, you'll never learn. Hello, teacher. I've been studying English 2 years now. AHT. The first year, luckily, I bought your English book signed version. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Now I really understand what you said in the book. I really appreciate. Oh, hey, thanks for leaving this comment. It's very encouraging. It's a good reminder that I'm actually reaching a lot of people in need. That's great. I'm so blessed to be able to help people like this, and so thank you for that comment. I really needed that, actually. Thank you very much. Kanadara mabasaba. What? Is it big? Huntsman spiders are. It's a sort of big tarantula. Okay. They're not aggressive though, right? You're just scared of them. Yeah, I would be totally scared of them too. Try this. Maybe this could help your fear of huntsman spiders. Take a picture of the huntsman spider that's in your backyard. Feed it to an AI chatbot and ask it to turn it into like a cute emoji or like a cartoon illustration filter. Add a cartoon illustration filter to it. Make it look cute. And then after that, maybe you'll change your mind a little bit about those huntsman spiders. Maybe the next time you meet those huntsman spiders, it'll kind of remind you of that cute little character. I don't know. Give it a name, maybe? Can I alive cockroach? Can I? What do you mean? Do I have to alive what do you mean alive cockroach? What do you mean by that? That's the reason I couldn't chat the topic. I'm watching this secretly while working. Not so secret anymore. You're still at work, JSK? What kind of work do you do? I think it's only natural for us to be bad in English because it's not our... Yeah! Of course! But, this is why I refer to your relationship with English as toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's not a healthy relationship. And that's mostly because of school. Most of us, well, not me, but most of you guys first met with English in school as a subject. And so that relationship is, in a way, it's still going on. Your relationship with English, it's still kind of a school subject in which you are tested. Sorry, on which you are tested. Right? It's a school subject. You're tested for a score, and if you get a bad score, you're punished. You get yelled at. You even get beaten. If you get a good score, then you get a pat on the back. So that's the kind of relationship that you have with English. And so it's a toxic relationship. It's not very healthy. I think we have to become aware of this so in order to slowly overcome it. The other day, came out of the shower, scared the hell. It came out of the shower? Like, you mean from the drain? Like, how does it come out of the shower? Did it somehow get into your bathroom when you weren't looking, and then when you were trying to go in and take a shower, it just jumped out? Wow. Hey guys, those of you who are even thinking about moving to Australia, maybe, you should really listen to these little stories. Am I planning to put my autograph in my next book? We haven't really talked about that yet. It's a possibility. I don't see why we wouldn't do that, but we'll see. We'll see. Just give up. Well, you didn't even have to put effort into it. You just had to overcome the fear of showing us your bad English. That's it. Okay? And I think I know it's difficult. Maybe I spoke a little too harshly before, but it's really that important, which is why I got a little emotional before maybe, but it's probably the single most important thing for you guys as English learners, overcoming the fear. Now you can never really just remove it. There's no way you can remove that fear. You just have to slowly overcome it. You have to slowly become okay showing others that your English sucks. Right? You have to be okay with that. I think that's a really important aspect of learning another language. Because there's really no other way. Hey, Appanim. Still working? Yeah, still at work, huh? Here's one thing that so the next time you say something like that, now still working is fine. It's just more natural to say I'm still at work. I don't know why that's more natural, but it is. I'm still at work. You should try to say that next time. Didn't I get away for my summer vacation? Nope. I don't have plans for summer vacation because I'm working really hard on my book right now. I'm finishing up my second book, and so I probably won't be able to go on any sort of vacation or trips until like winter. That's kind of sad to think about, but it's true. My husband also has this phobia to spiders, and one night he freaked out because the shadow of my hair that looked like in Korea. Oh, Dan, are you in Australia too? Because in Korea, I've never seen a spider that really scared me. Like I actually have a lot of spiders in my house. Like they come in. I don't know how they come in, but I kind of do. But I've never. Of course, I don't ever like invite them inside, or I never see them come in. Otherwise, I would brush them away. But I do find a lot of spiders almost on a daily basis, like really small ones. But like I said, they're usually very, very small, and some of them are actually kind of cute. I just let them live here. I have I think I have a few crickets living in my house too. They get really noisy. They get really, really noisy, and I try to find them so I can maybe just take them outside, because they'll eventually die if they stay in here, right? But I've never met any spiders. I've never seen any spiders that scared me inside my home. I placed strategically bug sprays around the house. I see, to kill. Do bug sprays work on spiders? Corner of the shower. Yeesh. Okay. How big was it? Probably like big as her hand. What does it mean, punk, in English? It could mean several different things. I guess punk. I'm not exactly sure why, but the first thing that comes to mind is 양아치. Now, but it really depends on the context and the usage. It doesn't always mean, because you could say like punk rock. Punk rock is also kind of a, it's also kind of a, right? It's a genre music, right? But no. I have tried it, but then I quickly lost interest. I guess because I really didn't know what I was doing. I have tried it, but I've never done it. Like, I never really got into it deeply. What about you, Pongsunim? Do you do it? Oh, thank you for the 10. I really appreciate that, Imoni. Thank you for the 10. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's raining in Sydney. It was supposed to rain today in my area too, but it only rained like early in the morning, but then it didn't rain all the rest of the day. Good evening, Jessica. 들렀쌤, 제가 최근 들어. Hey, come on! Where's the English? Where's the English? What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? Felix님, I feel like I don't even need to read your question because... Okay, let me ask you something before I even read your question. Are you whining or are you actually looking for a solution? I want you to think about this, Felix님. Are you whining right now or are you actually looking for a solution? Let me ask you that right now. I won't read that comment until you answer me this question. Are you just whining that it's you're not improving as fast as you would like, or are you actually looking for a logical solution? Which is it? Oh, really? Okay, I'll read it then. 제가 최근 들어 영어가 잘 들리기 시작한 것 같은데 영단어가 들리기만 하고 해석에 집중하느라 영단어가 들리기만 하고 해석에 집중하느라 그 다음 말을 놓칩니다. 해석 속도를 높이려면 더 많이 들으면 될까요? No. No. You have to do everything more. I'm really sorry that I don't have the kind of answer that you want, but what I really believe is that if you want to improve any area of a language, whether let's say that you feel like your listening is not good enough, your pronunciation is not good enough. Okay, no, let me use pronunciation as an example, right? So naturally, you would assume that if you feel like your pronunciation is not good enough and you want to just focus your effort on pronunciation, you want to improve your pronunciation, what I really believe is that you can't do something that will only target that part of a language. If you really want to improve your pronunciation, you have to do a lot of other things at the same time. Of course, you have to practice pronunciation, speaking, but you also have to do a lot of listening. You see what I mean? And also a lot of reading as well, because by reading out loud, you can, you can get a lot of practice from that also. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So when you actually take a step back and think about a language, it's all integrated. It's the way we separate these areas, like listening, reading, and speak. The way we separate these, we're already in the mindset of approaching language learning like a test. That's the mind of approaching language learning like a test. Okay? And so I believe that if you really want to improve your practical skills, then you have to approach it in a more integrated way. Okay? So you got to do everything a lot. You got to sometimes you just have to listen to people talking. You got to listen to you got to watch movies, to see how people respond and stuff, and you got to do a lot of reading, a lot of listening. Eventually you have to do everything a lot. 정상수? Is that a person? The name of a person? Who's 정상수? Who's that? When I talk with a native speaker, I feel afraid if I couldn't understand what they say. You see, that's because you have a toxic relationship with English. The fact that you're afraid that you can't understand what they say. Why are you afraid? You shouldn't be afraid. There's no reason to be afraid. I mean, I understand why. It's because you have a toxic relationship with English. But that's something that that's something that we all have to become aware of. And it's like this. Those of you who don't drive, are you afraid of someone finding out that you don't drive? Guys, I want you to think about this. Are you afraid that someone will find out that that you don't drive? Are you afraid of that? Because that's kind of what it's like. So your English is bad, right? And you're afraid of other people knowing that. It's almost the same as saying, I'm afraid that other people will find out that I don't drive. Oh my God, what kind of person am I? It's kind of like that. I took a shower real quick. Okay, you took a quick shower, all right. Isn't that one of the music genre? Punk rock. We're too parasocial and we feel too close with you and just speak our mother tongue. Well, I want you to keep in mind why you're here. I don't want you to waste your time, right? Felix is actually looking for an answer. Okay. I think reading aloud helped me a lot with listening. It may sound weird, but I think it helped my pronunciation. Yeah, of course, because it's all there. when you're reading written English, it's all there, right? The only thing that's not there is the sound, but that is until you start reading it out loud, right? To improve my English, I was watching TV news and morning show every single day and all kinds of TV programs. Yeah. And this is exactly why I always try to remind everyone that consuming content in English rather than just just watching like lesson videos, right? That's actually the more natural way to learn. Experiencing English, as I always say. Spending as much time as you can using English. And using, of course, doesn't only mean speaking. It means, reading, listening, all kinds of stuff. Whatever you do in English. You can even play a computer game that's in English, and that's also using English. Hey, YJ, what's up? Welcome. You're gonna be home in 10 minutes? Okay. Yeah. Well, I didn't really give a solution. I wish I had a better answer, the kind of answer that most people expect. It's just that I really believe that there isn't. And when you are trying to, when you're constantly trying to target your efforts to improve specific areas of a language, I don't think it really works. And I actually believe that could be a waste of time. 개인적으로 영어 읽는 게 너무 느렸었는데 영어 영상 많이 보고 영어 원서 읽고 계속해서 쉐도잉하고 전체적으로 다 하니 읽는 속도가 Yeah. So again, it's an integrated process, right? It's everything's connected, I think I started getting sick and tired of this scorcher, but I'm glad they say the weather is getting cooler next week. Oh, did they say that? Okay. Well, I hope they're right. He is strange person. He is raper, but he caused a lot of controversy. Oh, you mean what was the name that I read? 정상수? Do I look like that guy? Okay. Well, if the guy thought I was him, then why would he join the stream? He is a Oh, he's a rapper. I thought Andy Ning was talking about a rapist. So he's not a rapist, he's a rapper. Okay. All right. Let's see. 영어는 축약, 생략, 랭킹 사운드가 많은데 그런 문장의 생략된 부분은 읽기나 말하기를 통해 체험적으로 채워서 이해하는 것 같아요. 이해가 아니라 익숙해지는 거예요. 적응하는 거예요. Yeah. So I think it's very important for us to use the right wording. I think it's important for us to use the right wording because, when we tell ourselves that we need to understand something, our body actually kind of, starts functioning in that way. We try to understand something. So I think it's very important. Now, you may think it's not very important. Oh, it's just the way we phrase it. But I believe that the way we use our language shifts our mind and shapes the way we think. And so every time you tell yourself that we have to understand something or I don't understand it, then your body responds by trying to understand it. You know what I mean? But it's not a process of understanding. It's a process of adapting and getting used to it. And so you got to think of it like that. Just tell yourself, it's not because I don't understand it, it's because I'm not used to it. Then you will naturally begin to think, okay, so I need to spend more time. You see what I mean? Not, how does this work? What is the mechanism? What are the rules? No, like I need to spend more time with this. You see what I mean? What did I eat for dinner? I had, I was actually preparing for this question. I had a piece of toast with some peanut butter and a salad. I knew some of you guys were going to ask me that. So, and I ate at 5:06. Yeah, I'm just totally prepared for that question tonight. I ate at 5. Oh, is that why I'm kind of hungry? It's already been more than 3 hours since I ate. Anyway, so I had a piece of toast and some salad at 5:06. Okay. So now this might be a little shocking to some of you. But it's not supposed to be easy. You shouldn't expect it to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It's just so easily, and you wouldn't really need to be doing this. It wouldn't be like hundreds of millions of dollars, a dollar industry. It wouldn't be like that, right? How do you think all those like huge franchise English learning institutes, how do you think they made their money and their business? It's because it's hard. It's because it's not easy. If it were easy, nobody would need to spend a dime. What's an IPM program? I don't even know what that is. As an agriculture pest management tool like what? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Did I miss something? It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. See? This is how we learn. Imagine Andy-님 posted that comment in Korean. Then he would have never realized that he didn't know how to spell rapper. But now he knows because of that mistake. See, we learn from our mistakes. You don't learn because someone explains it to you. No, you learn from doing. And by doing, you make mistakes. So you basically learn from your mistakes. You want to have some chicken for dinner? Sounds good. You should. Gunhwan-님, you have a question. I don't fully trust the forecast at face value, but I just keep that in mind. 하려고 했던 말은 일기예보 완전히 그대로 믿지 않고 참고만 해. 이렇게 말하는 게 자연스러울까요? 자연스럽진 않아요. I understand what you're saying, but 일단 그 I don't fully trust해서 이미 at face value라는 말이 필요가 없어졌어요. 왜냐면 I don't fully trust해서 이미 그 얘기를 했어요. You don't fully trust the forecast. That's fine. Just keep it simple. At face value 없어도 돼요. Because you said I don't fully trust forecast. Okay? But I just check. 저라면 어떻게 할 거냐면 I don't fully trust the forecast, but I do check just in case. 저라면 그냥 이렇게 얘기해요. But I do check every day just in case. Just in case. That's what I would say. 영어 영상이나 채널 보려고 해도 요즘 한국에 하도 재밌는 이슈들이 많아서 자꾸 한국 걸 보게 돼요. 영어로 된 재밌는 걸 빨리 찾아야 할 뜻이요. Okay, try this. 여러분. Now this is something that I thought would be interesting for you guys to try. Okay? Now, if you guys can find like a group of people to practice English with, you know, like a study group. I don't like that wording, but let's say you have a study group. One thing that I think would be interesting for you to try is every time you get together, you will have read one article, you will have watched one YouTube video, and you would have oh shit, I had a list of these. So let's just take those two for example, okay? You watch one YouTube video, you read one article. Now, the YouTube video or article could be in English or in Korean. And then when you get together, you can each go around and you can each start talking about that, and the rest of the people will ask you about what you read or what you watched. I think it could make for it's really simple. It's not that complicated. And I'm sure a lot of people do it. So it's kind of like a book club, but instead of talking about a book, you're basically just talking about a video you saw or an article you read. Okay? And so the reason I bring this up is because now if you can't stop watching Korean content, that's okay. But you could talk about it. You could use that as source material. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You could use that as source material for a discussion that you can have in English. You know what I mean? So if you can find a group of people that you can spend time, and of course they would all have to share the need to practice English. You can get together and talk about stuff like that, you know? Hey, Sasha, thank you for the 10. Really appreciate that. You still have a long way to go. I got a little pay raise. Wow, that's great. Already? It hasn't even been like, what? It's only been like 2 months since you started working? Be back when I get home. Wow. Thank you very much for the 10. I really appreciate that. A pay raise already? She hasn't even been working for like, it hasn't even been like 3 months. Or has it? Sam, did you wrap white tape around on your... Yes, I did, because the material there was this black plastic material that was on this part, but then because these headphones have gotten kind of old and I've used them a lot, they started peeling off, and just that black stuff, it's not real leather, but it kind of looks like leather. But anyway, so that material it started going everywhere. Like every time I moved it around, every time I had headphones on and took them off, I would have these black pieces of material just going everywhere. And so it was a problem. And so I just removed all of it and I just taped it with white tape, masking tape. On the elevator, okay? Just got back from Traders, and we're having sushi at home while watching the live stream. Sorry we're eating without you guys. Sushi. Traders. I've never been to Traders. The Traders Mart, it's a branch of E-Mart, isn't it? And they do a lot of wholesales. Anyway, enjoy your sushi. Today my brother tried to 빨라형 book as a ramen 받침 after I noticed I used it as a weapon to punch. Unfortunately, it's not used as a way to learn English, but so apparently my book is being used for everything, from ramen 받침 to a weapon, but not as a tool to learn English. Okay. See, this is why you need more than one of the book. because it has so many, it's so versatile, right? That you need several of them because you have to leave at least one or two for studying, right? A few years ago, I learned that those fake leather is called leja, which is a rough Koreanization of leather. Leja is leather? Because I have heard of leja before, but I had no idea that leja was supposed to be leather. Really? Is that how the Japanese say it? My gosh. Had no idea. Whew. Man, I am just sweating here. I don't know if you can tell, but I am sweating here. Is my face getting more shiny? Oh man, it's getting really hot. Wonder if I can make it through. Maybe I should wear... Oh no, I don't have the right tools though. Okay, never mind. I guess I don't really need this anymore then. Okay, so we have the we have LA_0825. Check the posts page on the channel, then you will see the link to the website and the access code. I currently have 2 access codes uploaded on posted because I figured that some of you might want to go to our last stream session, chat session, the audio sharing session. I figured that some of you might want to go back and review some of those audio files, so that's still available, but you have to use the right access code. Okay, so you know what I'm saying, right? I just don't feel like it today. Not tonight. Your daughter fell asleep around 7. I hope she doesn't wake up at midnight. Ooh, does she though? Does she often wake up at midnight? Wow, that's very nice of you to say, Anini. Hey Daniel, thank you very much for the membership support. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. You just got home. Okay, you're just in time. We're starting in 5 minutes. Oh, and we're going to pick up where we left off from a dialogue that we didn't finish a while back. Like, I think it's been maybe a couple of weeks. Do you guys remember the dialogue of this couple that started finding notes left in front of their home? And they had no idea who was sending those notes, who were leaving those notes, who was leaving those notes. Yeah, we're going to go back to that and finish that dialogue. Hopefully we can finish it. It's kind of long, but... Sam, maybe leave button looks kind of small to find, so it would be better to move it next to the enter a room button. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. How does it look on the phone? Let's see. What's the access code today? It's... Is that a V? Okay. Oh, you're on the PC, aren't you? You see, when you're looking at this on your phone, you don't actually see enter room button. No, I think it's fine. I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. You do? Yeah, I love, like, it's absolutely necessary. I can't live without it. But as much as I love the AC, I just hate using it sometimes. I think there's a mosquito in my room. Shit. I tried to place on the taller channel thing keeps showing. You gotta use the new. You gotta use the new access code. There's a new access code. You should leave the room that you're in now. Leave the room. And then use the new access code. So when you go to the link, you will probably be directed to yesterday's session. Leave it, and then use the new access code. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that. Because this is the first time that we have 2 sessions that are open at the same time. So this is like a thing that we're learning as we go.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay, that's great. Thanks.
Radio check. Radio check.
Okay. Two minutes. One minute. Wait, I forgot to check something. Where's my phone? Is my phone downstairs? Ah, shoot, I forgot to bring my phone. No, this one is about the couple that has been finding notes being left at their door by an unknown person. You guys remember that? All right. Okay, it's 8:45. Let's begin, guys. Let's begin. Hey Ryan. 이것 좀 한번 볼래? 이것 좀 한번 볼래? Hey Ryan. 이것 좀 한번 볼래? Would you take a look at this? Hey Ryan. Would you take a look at this? Hey Ryan, would you take a look at this? 뭔데? Good. What is it? 네가 좀 얘기해 줄 수 있을까 해서. 네가 좀 얘기해 줄 수 있을까 해서. 난 네가 좀 얘기해 줄 수 있을까 했는데. I was hoping maybe you could tell me. Maybe는 언제나 옵션이에요. 근데 조금 더 조심스럽게 얘기하는 법. It's a more, just a more careful way to say this. It's basically the same thing. I was hoping you could tell me. I was hoping maybe you could tell me. Hey Ryan, would you take a look at this? What is it? I was hoping maybe you could tell me. Looks like a memo. 그쵸? 누가 벌써 하셨죠? 그냥 쪽지 같은데? Looks like a memo. 근데 쓰여 있는 걸 봐봐. 뭐라고 써 있는지 한번 봐봐. 근데 뭐라고 써져 있는지 한번 봐봐. Look what it says. 그쵸? Yeah, but look what it says. at는 옵션이고요. Look what it says. Yeah, but look what it says. 다시요. Hey Ryan, would you take a look at this? What is it? I was hoping maybe you could tell me. Looks like a memo. Yeah, but look what it says. 이웃이 준 거야? 이웃이 보낸 거야? 이웃이 준 거야? 이웃이 보낸 거야? 그쵸? Is it from? 이웃이 준 거냐? 이웃이 보낸 거냐를 is it from? 이렇게 얘기를 하는 거. Is it from one of our neighbors? Is it from one of our neighbors? 요거 녹음해 주세요. Is it from one of our neighbors? 멈추는 거 없어요. 중간에 안 멈추고 한 번에 갈 수 있을 때까지 계속 녹음한 거 취소하다가 될 때까지 했을 때 한 번에 됐을 때 올려주세요. Is it from one of our neighbors? Is it from one of our neighbors? Is it from one of our neighbors? 한 분만 확인하고 넘어갈 거예요.
Is it from one of our neighbors?
Okay. 네, 더 멈추지 않고 한 번에. Is it from one of our neighbors? Is it from one of our no? Is it from one of our neighbors?
It is from one of our neighbors.
중간에 뜸들이지 마세요. Is it from no? Is it from one of our neighbors?
Is it from one of our neighbors?
Okay, that's good enough. All right. Okay, 그 다음에 몰라. Is it from one of our neighbors? 몰라.
Is he from one of our neighbors?
멈췄어요.
Is it from one of our neighbors?
Okay.
Is it from one of our neighbors?
Okay. 천천히 하는 건 좋아요. 멈추지 마세요. Okay? I have no idea. I have no idea라는 말이 나온 김에 좀 여러 가지 다른 비슷한 유사 표현들을 볼까요? I have no idea랑 비슷하게 몰라를 내가 어떻게 알아? 이건 뭐라고 하죠? 내가 어떻게 알아? 그걸 내가 어떻게 알아? 그쵸? How would I know? 지금은 How would I know 아닌데 그냥 이게 나온 김에 okay? How do I know는 아니에요. How do I know는 아니고 How do I know? 그것보다는 How would I know 또는 How should I know? 그렇죠? How could I know? 또 지금이랑은 어울리진 않아요. Yeah. Anyway, 네, I have no idea. 근데 만약에 여러분이 다른 대화를 하다가 그걸 내가 어떻게 알아? 이런 느낌으로 말하고 싶다면 How should I know? How would I know? Okay, so I have no idea 나왔고요. 우편으로 온 거야? 이게 우편으로 왔어? 우편으로 온 거야? Did it come in the mail? 그쵸? Did it come in the mail? Did it come in the mail? 이것도 녹음해 주세요. 멈추는 거 없어요. 한 번에 가야 돼요. 최대한 빨리 르르 소리 나야 돼요. Did it come in the mail? Did it come in the mail? 꼭 언제나 그렇게 얘기를 해야 돼서가 아니라 여러분이 그렇게 말을 할 수 있을 때까지 그 반복 그 과정을 유도하는 거예요. 이거를 될 때까지 하기 위해서는 여러분이 어쨌든 반복을 여러 번 할 거 아니에요. 그 반복을 유도하는 거예요. Did it come in the mail? 해보세요. Did it come in the mail? 멈추는 거 없어요.
Did it come in the mail?
Good. Very good. Did it come in the mail? That's very good. Okay. Did it come in the mail?
Did it come in the mail?
Very good. Did it come in the mail? Okay. 아니 그냥 문 앞에 놓여져 있었어. 한 분 것만 더 확인하고요.
Did it come in the mail? Did it come in the mail?
Did it 다음에 조금 머뭇거렸어요. No, 머뭇거리지 마세요. Did it come in the mail? 조금 더 빠르게. Okay, 조금 더 빠르게. Not bad, but you could do better. No, it was just left at our doorstep. No, it was just left at our doorstep. No, it was just left at our doorstep. 이것도 녹음해 주세요. 한 번에 가세요. 한 번에. 멈추는 거 없어요. No 한 뒤에도 멈추는 거 없어요. No, it was just left at our doorstep. No, it was just left at our doorstep.
Did it come in the mail?
Good, yeah. Did it come in the mail? Did it come in the mail? Very good. Okay, 이것도요. No, it was just left at our doorstep. 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 그 링크는요. 일단 지금 이 채널, 본 채널 아니면은 토들러 채널 둘 중에 멤버십 가입이 돼 있으시면은요. 거기 게시물 페이지 있죠. 그 채널을 가면은 게시물 페이지가 있어요. 거기 가시면은 링크가 있고요. 그 암호가 하나 있어요. 6자리 암호가 있는데 그 6자리 암호를 외운 다음에 그 링크로 가서 그 암호를 넣고 닉네임 원하는 거 가능하면 지금 여기 보이시는 다운다운 니코 챔 이거에 맞춰서 최대한 그 닉네임을 정하시고요. 그러면 바로 시작할 수 있어요. 오케이?
No, it was just left at our doorstep.
It was just left at our doorstep.
No, it was just left at our doorstep.
오케이. It was가 좀 더 바로 이어붙어야 되고요. Just left도 중간에 약간 이 just left가 아니라 just left 이 t는 하지 마세요.
No, it was just left at our doorstep.
left at our 여기가 안 들렸어요. Left at our doorstep. at가 없어진 것 같아. 다시 해보세요.
No, it was just left at our doorstep.
네, 이런 식으로요. 이런 식인데 조금 더 부드럽게 되면 좋겠죠?
No, it was just left at our doorstep.
네, 그 일단 가장 공통적인 문제는 이 just에서 t를 계속 하려는 습관이 아직 남아 있는 게 들려요. t 하지 말고요. It was just left. It was just left at our. It was just left at our. 요 t랑 요 t 안 하는 거예요. 안 해요. 그냥 it was. It was just. It was just. It was just. 그리고 지금 요 세 단어 같은 경우는 실제로 영어를 앞으로 하면서 쓸 일이 진짜 많은 조합이에요. It was just 무엇. 이 조합은 진짜 쓸 일이 진짜 너무 많아요. 왜냐하면 이게 한국어로 뭐예요? 그냥 뭐였어 이거잖아요. 그냥 이거였어. 그냥 이랬어. 그냥 저랬어. 그냥 이랬어. 그냥 이거였어. 얼마나 쓸 일이 많겠어요 평소에. 그러니까 이거는 부드럽게 진짜 전혀 어려움이나 그런 거 주저함 없이 바로 부드럽게 정말 할 수 있어야 돼요. Okay? It was just left at our doorstep. It was just left at our doorstep. It was just left at our doorstep.
Did it come in the mail?
Good, very good. Did it come in the mail?
No, it was just left at our doorstep.
잘하셨는데 더 잘하려면은 요 it에서 t를 이건 리을 처리 안 해요. 왜냐면 여기가 모음으로 안 돼 있기 때문에. 모음으로 이어지는 게 아니기 때문에 it was just. It was just. Okay? Not it was just. No. It was just. It was just left at our doorstep. It was just left at our doorstep. 제가 더 쉽게 하는 방법을 알려드리는 거예요. 이렇게 해야 쉬워요. 이렇게 안 하잖아요. 심지어 이 말을 하기가 어려워요. 그냥. Okay? So, no, it was just left at our doorstep. Hey Ryan, would you take a look at this? 이것도 한번 올려주세요. 여유 시간 되시는 분들. Would you take a look at this? 여기서도 연음 처리 연습할 게 많아요. Would you take a look at this? 자음에 자음이 이어진 소리 연습. Would you take a look at this? What is it? I was hoping maybe you could tell me. Looks like a memo. Yeah, but look what it says. Is it from one of our neighbors? I have no idea. Did it come in the mail? No, it was just left at our doorstep. 봉투 안에 들어있었어? 봉투 안에 들어있었어? 아, 벌써 나왔네요. Okay. Was it in an envelope? Was it in an envelope? Was it in an envelope? 이거 진짜 어렵긴 해요. 이거는 진짜 어려워요. Was it in an envelope? 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 약간 드드드드드 하는 느낌이 들죠? 말할 때. 네. 어쩔 수 없어요. Was it in an envelope? Was it in an envelope? Was it in an envelope? 아니, 딱 그대로 그냥 찾았어. 아니, 딱 그대로 그냥 찾았어. 그대로 그냥 딱 그대로 발견했다라는 얘기죠. 아니 딱 그대로 찾은 건데 딱 그대로 발견했는데. Okay, I found it like that도 괜찮은데 그것도 괜찮은데 that's how I found it. That's how I found it. 이렇게 저번에는 I found it like that라고 했나요? 이렇게 갈게요 오늘은. No, that's how I found it. No, that's how I found it. As it is는 여기서 어울리지 않아요, 건우님. 왜냐면 as it is는 있는 그대로라는 말이에요. 있는 그대로. 있는 그대로 찾았어. 이상하죠? 아니, 있는 그대로 찾았어. No. 그대로. 그대로라고 이렇게 가리키는 거잖아요. 그렇죠? 아니, 그 상태로 발견했다. 그 상태로. 있는 그대로가 아니라 그 상태로 발견했다. 그러니까 가리켜야 되죠. That. That's how I found it. That's how I found it. No, that's how I found it. 돌 밑에 괴어져 있었어. 괴어져? 맞나요, 여러분? 제가 한국말 잘 하나요? 돌 밑에 괴어져 있었다.
Would you take a look at this? Would you take a look at this?
Good, very good. 네, would you take a look at this? 잘하셨어요.
Was it in an envelope?
Good. 이 정도면 좋아요. Was it in an envelope?
Was it in an envelope? Was it in an envelope?
Was it in an envelope?
Was it in an envelope?
Was it in an envelope?
Was it in? Was it in? 이 it in, was it in? 이 부분이 조금 더 이렇게 그 자음이 조금 더 잘 들렸으면 좋겠어요. 너무 was
it in an envelope?
그죠? wasn't in? in이 두 번 들어간 것 같아요. wasn't in이 아니라 was it in an envelope?
Was it in an envelope?
네, 많은 분들이 wasn't in이라고 하고겠네요. 그 wasn't in이 아니라 was it in an envelope? 되게 어려운 거예요, 저거는. 별거 없어 보이는데 진짜 어려워요. 근데 제가 이런 거를 많이 연습시키는 게 이유가 이거예요. 여러분이 어떻게 생각하실지 모르겠는데 진짜 쉽죠? 되게 진짜 쉬운 단어로 되어 있죠. 그쵸? 그리고 이 내용을 보세요. 봉투 안에 들어있었어? 이 말이잖아요. 그쵸? 얼마나 이게 쉬운 말이에요. 그런데 여러분이 이거를 연음 처리를 지금 이렇게 수월하게 was it in an envelope이라고 못하잖아요. 그러면 이 말조차를 못할 가능성이 높아요. 실전에서. 아무리 이게 어려운 말이 아니고 아무리 그 어려운 어휘도 없고 하더라도 이게 편하게 이렇게 말이 안 나온다라는 거를 본인이 인식하고 있잖아요. 이 말조차를 그냥 못할 가능성이 높아요. 아예 이 문장을 전체적으로 아예 얘기를 못해요. Do you know what I'm trying to say? 이게 말을 했을 때 수월하게 나올 수 있다라는 믿음이 있어야 그래야 이런 말을 실제로 할 수가 있어요. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. Okay. No, that's how I found it. 그죠? It was pinned under a rock. Under a rock. 그리고 그때는 저희 이거 했을 때 저희가 obviously라고 했던 것 같은데 이번에는 I'm assuming이라고 할게요. I'm assuming to keep it from blowing away. 오늘은 조금 바꿨어요. 이게 쭉 보다 보니까 obviously라고 하는 것보다는 I'm assuming이라고 하는 게 좀 더 자연스러운 것 같더라고요. 제가 듣기 그래서 바꿨어요. No, that's how I found it. It was pinned under a rock. I'm assuming to keep it from blowing away. No, that's how I found it. It was pinned under a rock. I'm assuming to keep it from blowing away. 이 I'm assuming 부분을 한국어로 어떻게 자연스럽게 해석할 수 있을까요, 여러분? I'm assuming to keep it from blowing away. I'm assuming. 추정해? Really? 그 말을 실제로 한다고요? 바람에 날리지 않게 하려고 추정해? Naturally. How do we say this naturally? 했나 본데 한 거 아닌가 싶네. 그쵸? 이런 식인 거죠. 이런 식으로 해석을 하는 게 자연스러워요. 그렇다라는 것은 여러분이 이거를 잘 못 배울 거란 얘기예요. 지금처럼 이렇게 딱 이게 짚어서 이렇게 해보지 않는 이상 이런 걸 잘 못 배울 가능성이 높아요. 왜 그런지 아세요? 한국어로 딱 정해진 어떤 하나의 표현이 있다기보다는 이런 식으로 자연스럽게 문장 속에 녹여져 있는 그런 말의 시전 방식이기 때문에 우리가 말을 시전하는 다양한 그런 어감을 가지고 있는 뉘앙스를 가지고 있는 그런 시전 방식이기 때문에 그래서 이런 걸 배우기가 어려워요. 오케이? 그런데 네, 어떤 정해진 해석도 없고 근데 어떤 느낌 이제 느낌으로 배워야 되는 거죠. 느낌으로. 뭐 바람에 날리지 않게 한 거겠지? 뭐 약간 이런 느낌으로 그쵸? 그래서 바람에 안 날아간 듯, 그쵸? 날아가지 하지 않게 한 듯? 네, 뭐 그런 느낌으로 쓰는 말이죠. I'm assuming. Okay? 아니면 그냥 네, 이것도 괜찮고요. 날아가지 말라고 그런 것 같아. 네, 이것도 좋고요. No, that's how I found it. It was pinned under a rock. I'm assuming to keep it from blowing away. 그쵸? 뭐 이것도 좋고요. Okay. No, that's how I found it. It was pinned under a rock. I'm assuming to keep it from blowing away.
No, that's how I found it. It was pinned under a rock. I'm assuming to keep it from blowing away.
Good.
Was it in an envelope? Was it in an envelope?
Was it in? 일단 앞에 세 글자만 해보세요. Was it in? Was it in? 이것만 먼저 해보세요. Was it in? Was it in?
Was it in an envelope?
Yes. Good. 오케이. 근데 이제 그 앞에 세 음절을 잘 하려고 노력하는 게 느껴졌어요. 이번에는 그 T를 내지 않고. Was it in an envelope?
In an envelope?
앞에 부분이 녹음이 안 됐어요. 꾸미님. 오케이. 네. So 어디까지 왔죠? So no, it was just left at our doorstep. Was it in an envelope? No, that's how I found it. It was pinned under a rock. I'm assuming to keep it from blowing away. 뭐 보나마나 누가 그냥 장난친 거네. 뭐 보나마나 누가 장난친 거네. 뭐 보나마나 누가 장난친 거네. 뭐 보나마나 누가 장난치는 거네. Okay. Yes, that's right. 그쵸? Clearly. Well, clearly someone is messing with this. 지금까지도 저번 시간에 다 했던 거죠. 네, 복습이에요, 지금은. Well, clearly someone is messing with this. Well, clearly someone is messing with this. Well, clearly someone is messing with us. 여기서 약간 바꿀게요. 어떻게 할 거냐면 You mean like a prank? You mean like a prank? 라고 한 다음에 누가 이런 장난을 쳐? 이건 어떻게 썼죠? 누가 이런 장난을 쳐? Who would do a prank? 그죠? Do a prank가 아니라 pull a prank, 그죠? Who would pull a prank like this? Who would pull a prank like this? Who would pull a prank like this? Well, clearly someone is messing with us. You mean like a prank? 잠깐만. Who? Sorry, my mistake. Who? you가 아니라. Who would pull a prank like this? You mean like a prank? Who would pull a prank like this? 그 다음에 여기에는 뭐 어떻게 해석을 했더라? 뭐 보나마나 그냥 어떤 뭐 애들 짓이겠지. 자기네들이 엄청 똑똑한 줄 알고. 뭐 이렇게 해석했었나요? 뭐 보나마나 어떤 애들이겠지. 자기네들이 엄청 똑똑한 줄 알고. 아이 뭐 보나마나 어떤 애들이겠지. 걔네 자기들이 엄청 똑똑한 줄 알고. 보나마나 어떤 애들이겠지. 지네들이 엄청 똑똑한 줄 알고. So 이게 그때 어떻게 얘기했었냐? Most likely some teenagers who think they're being smart.라고 할게요. Most likely some teenagers who think they're being smart. 네, 그때 아마 so smart라고 했던 것 같은데 뺄게요 그냥. Most likely some teenagers who think they're being smart. 그래서 이거를 제가 느끼기에 왜냐하면 여러분이 이게 이 해석이라는 게요 정말 저는 해석을 어떻게 하는가도 굉장히 중요하다고 생각해요. 해석 자체가 우리가 실제로 쓸 법한 해석으로 하는 게 항상 전 좋다고 생각해요. 영어를 너무 의식한 해석은 전 도움이 안 된다고 생각하거든요. 물론 도움이 아예 안 되는 건 아닌데 generally speaking it's not that helpful. 왜냐하면 이 그 해석 자체를 너무 영어 구성이나 문장 이걸 너무 의식한 해석으로 계속 하잖아요. 그러면은 그 말과 나랑 연결이 계속 안 돼요. 왜냐면 그 한국어를 우리가 평소에 안 쓰니까. 우리가 한국어를 저런 해석으로 안 쓰면은 저게 와 닿겠어요? 안 와닿죠. 저거를 이런 느낌으로 쓰는구나 라는 게 안 와닿잖아요. 그렇죠? 그래서 제가 방금 이 해석을 했을 때 여러분이 해석이 지금 제가 아까 했던 해석이랑 이해랑 굉장히 다르다라고 지금 느껴질 거예요. 근데 그건 당연한 거예요. 그거는. 오케이? 언어가 다르니까. 그래서 저는 제가 개인적으로 만약에 이거를 해석을 최대한 자연스럽게 한다면 방금 제가 한 것처럼 뭐 보나마나 어떤 애들이겠지. 지네들이 엄청 똑똑한 줄 알고. 뭐 보나마나 어떤 애들이 짓이겠지. 지네들이 엄청 똑똑한 줄 알고. 그나마 자연스럽게 하는 게 저는 이거라고 생각해요. So most likely some teenagers who think they're being smart. 심지어 10대라고도 잘 안 하잖아요. 지금 이런 맥락에서 우리말로는 10대라고도 10대도 그냥 애들이라고 하잖아요. 보통. 그렇죠? 뭐 학생이라고 하든가. 학생 아니면 애들. Most likely some teenagers who think they're being smart. 걱정 마. 그냥 장난이니까. 걱정 마. 그냥 장난이니까.
Most likely some teenager who think they're being smart.
복수 빠졌어요. 다시 해보세요, 필릭스님.
Well, clearly someone is just messing with us. You mean like a prank? Who would pull a prank like this?
Like this. 떨어지면 안 되죠? 왜냐면 묻는 거니까. Who would pull a prank like this? 떨어지네. 근데 뭔가를 이렇게 마무리 짓는 느낌의 this가 아니라 그 전반적인 intonation이 Who would pull a prank like this? 이런 장난을 누가 쳐? 약간 이런 느낌이 들어야 돼요. Okay? 그쵸. 네. Don't worry, it's just a prank. 그때 우리가 relax라고 했었어요. 그쵸? Relax, it's just a prank. 뭐 don't worry도 좋아요. Don't worry도 좋은데 relax로 할게요. Relax, it's just a prank.
Most likely some teenagers who think they're being smart.
Good.
Most likely some teenagers who think they're being smart.
Okay. 방금 읽었던 거구나.
Who would pull a prank like this?
아니에요. Who would pull a prank like this? Who would pull a prank like this? Relax, it's just a prank. Most likely some teenagers who think they're being smart. Relax, it's just a prank. 자, 그 다음에 나도 처음엔 그렇게 생각했었어. 나도 처음에는 그렇게 생각했었어. 자, 이 정도 문장은요. 이 정도 문장은 문장을 이렇게 만들어가는 과정 없이 하나의 단어가 뿅 하고 떠오르듯이 그냥 문장 전체가 떠오를 정도로 그냥 이거는 그냥 문장 전체를 외우는 게 전 좋다고 생각해요. 요 정도는. 그쵸? 왜냐면 일단 활용도가 너무 높고요. 그쵸? 나도 처음엔 그렇게 생각했었어. 여러분 한국어 이 말을 할 때 이 말을 문장을 머릿속으로 만드는 과정이 아예 없죠. 나도 처음엔 그렇게 생각했었어. 이거는 그냥 하나의 phrase예요. 거의. 그쵸? 얘도 그렇게 될 정도로 그냥 통째로. Okay? That's what I thought too at first. That's what I thought too at first. That's what I thought too at first. 이거는 그냥 통째로 하나의 단어로 인식이 될 정도로 That's what I thought too at first. 나도 처음에는 그렇게 생각했었어. That's what I thought too at first. What? Okay. 빨리 이어서 하죠 그냥. Actually, that's not the only memo I found. 더 있어? 어떻게 했죠? 더 있어? 더 있는 거야? Actually, that's not the only memo I found. 더 있어? There's more? 이렇게 했었어요. There's more? 더 있었어? There's more? 자, 이건 영작을 해볼게요. 이거는 우리가 이거는 우리가 이사 온 날 밤에 찾은 거고, 이거는 목요일 날에 찾은 거야. 그러니까 지금 하나를 꺼내고 잠시 뒤에 또 하나를 꺼낸 거예요. 그러면서 이거는 우리가 이사 온 날 밤에 찾은 거고, 그리고 이거는 목요일 날에 찾은 거야. 참고로 지금 이 부부는 이 집에 최근에 이사 왔어요. 오케이? 이 부부는 최근에 이 집으로 이사 온 거고, 한 일주일이 이제 다 돼가는 시점에서 이 대화가 이루어지고 있는데, 이 메모를 지금까지 대화를 보고 들어서 알겠지만 only the wife knew about the notes. And she was the only one that found the notes. And she is only now telling her husband about it. Okay? If that makes sense. 그래서 이제 하나씩 꺼내는 거야. 이거는 우리가 이사 온 날 밤에 찾은 거고, 그리고 이거는 목요일 날에 찾은 거야. 저는 일단 지금 보면서요. 요 문장을 포함시키기 정말 잘했다라는 생각을 한 게, 우리가 이사 온 날 밤에 라는 시간 표현을 지금 자연스럽게 못 하시는 분들이 굉장히 많아요. 이게 약간 놀랍게 와닿아야 돼요. 잠깐만, 우리가 이사 온 날 밤에 라는 말을 못 한다고 영어로? 약간 그 상황인 경우이죠 지금. I found this one the night we moved in. And this is from Thursday. 이렇게 주섬주섬 하면서 Well, I found this one the night we moved in. And this is from Thursday. I found this one the night we moved in. And this is from Thursday. The 앞에 물론 on이 on이 생략돼 있어요. I found this one on the night we moved in. And this is from Thursday. 그리고 이거는 목요일 거. 약간 이런 느낌으로 얘기한 거죠. 그리고 이건 목요일 거고. I found this one on the night we moved in. And this is from Thursday. 왜냐면 이게 밤에 그 전체적으로 보면 이게 밤에를 가리키는 게 아니라 우리가 이사 온 날 밤에잖아요. 우리가 그 날을 지칭한 물론 밤을 얘기하는 거긴 하지만 그러니까 이런 거랑 비슷한 거예요. At Friday night or on Friday night. 그렇죠. 약간 이런 개념이랑 비슷해요. 완전 똑같은 건 아닌데 약간 이거랑 비슷한 개념이라고 생각하시면 돼요. Okay? On Friday night이죠. 네, on Friday, not at Friday night, on Friday night. Because we are referring to that day. 물론 밤을 얘기하는 거긴 하지만 어쨌든 그 어느 특정 날을 가리키기도 하는 거기 때문에 that takes precedence over the night. Okay? 그게 좀 더 어쨌든 so I found this one the night we moved in on the night we moved in and this is from Thursday. 네, 맞아요. 네. There's more? I found this one the night we moved in and this is from Thursday. You don't have to. But if you want to learn English, of course. But you don't have to. Everything is a choice. Everything is a choice. So you should ask yourself, do I want to learn English? Do I want to use English naturally? You know? And if the answer is yes, you have your answer.
I found this one the night we moved in, and this is from Thursday.
Okay, good.
Most likely some teenagers who think they are being smart. Relax. It's just a prank. That's what I thought too at first.
That's what I thought too at first. 그 방금 그거요. 맨 마지막 부분 이거 있죠? 이거 얘기할 때 좀 이게 좀 약간 처음에는 어색하게 느껴질 수도 있지만 to의 강세를 주고 여기서는 다시 떨어져요. That's what I thought too at first. 이렇게요. That's what I thought too at first. 그렇죠? to의 강세가 들어가고 다시 빠지죠. Okay? That's what I thought too at first. 이렇게 하는 게 가장 자연스러워요. What? Actually, that's not the only memo I found. There's more? I found this one the night we moved in, and this is from Thursday. 그렇게 분석적으로 접근하면 안 돼요. No, don't do that. 여러분이 스스로를 위해서 할 수 있는 가장 도움이 되는 것은 지금 이거 말씀이신가요? 뭐 그게 어느 거가 됐든 그거를 지금 이 자리에서 엄청 많이 얘기해 보는 거예요. 그냥 진짜 많이 얘기해 보는 거예요. 오케이? 그래서 그 반복에 의한 그 관성 그게 효과를 발휘하기를 그냥 기대하는 거. Okay? That's what you need. I found this one the night we moved in, and this is from Thursday. 이거는 저거는 이렇게 문장 구조를 써야 하는 줄 알았어요? 이거는 저거는 이거 저거라는 거를 이렇게 번갈아 가면서 해야 된다고 생각했다고요? 뭐 그런 룰은 없는데. Anyway, all at night? All at night? 라고 했어요. This is the one I found. 아. 오케이. 근데 문제는요. This one, that one 이렇게 하는 줄 알았다고요? 그러니까 그걸로 시작해야 되는 줄 알았다고요? 오케이. 네, 지금 JC님 하신 얘기가 이해했는데 이게 사실 이유가 있긴 해요. 근데 이거 너무 깊게 생각하지 마세요. 오케이? 너무 깊게 생각하지 마세요. I found this one 이라고 하는 것과 This is the one I found 라고 하는 거 사실 어느 걸로 해도 큰 상관은 없어요. 그런데 지금 이 상황에서는 얘보다는 얘가 더 잘 어울리는 게 그 이유가 이렇게 얘기를 하는 거는요. 어떠한 거를 전제로 하냐면 이사한 날에도 하나를 찾았었다. 이사한 날에도 하나를 찾았다라는 사실을 상대방도 알고 있을 때 이사한 날에 찾은 게 있었어요. 뭘 찾았는지를 모를 뿐 찾은 게 있었다라는 사실, 뭔가를 찾았다라는 거 있었다는 사실을 알고 있었는데 이게 바로 그거다 라고 할 때는 이게 더 잘 어울리긴 해요. 오케이? 근데 지금 이상한 날에도 하나가 발견됐다라는 거를 그 사람은 모르고 있었잖아요. 그렇기 때문에 이렇게 얘기해도 의미는 통하지만 얘보다는 얘가 더 잘 어울려요. 하지만 지금 이 이야기는 뭐랄까 정말 작은 정말 디테일된 부분이거든요. It's a very very subtle detail in language. Don't worry about it. Okay? 그냥 이런 게 있구나. 뭐 어느 것부터 먼저 얘기를 하면은 어느 의미가 좀 더 부각되는 이런 요소가 있구나. 그거는 시간이 해결해 줄 거예요. 그거를 지금 정리하고 이해하려고 하면 안 돼요. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Don't try to understand this. Time is on your side. 물론 여러분이 반복을 한다라는 전제하에. If you don't repeat, then time will work against you. Anyway. There's more? I found this one the night we moved in, and this is from Thursday. All at night? 자, 그 다음 거는 listening으로 한번 해볼게요. 그죠? 다 밤에 찾은 거야? 이렇게 얘기했는데 여기에 대해서 A 맞나? 그쵸? 네. A가 하는 얘기를 제가 쭉 얘기해 볼 테니까 여러분은 듣고 그 가장 핵심 내용을 한국어로 최대한 간략하게 요약을 해보세요. 한국어로. 여러분이 나 방금 이 얘기를 듣고 이렇게 이해했다. 최대한 간략하게 핵심만 한국어로. 준비되셨으면은요. When you're ready? Okay. 여기서부터 한번 읽어볼게요. I found this one the night we moved in, and this is from Thursday. All at night? Yeah. Well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. 이해하셨죠? 네, 이해하셨죠? 못하신 분들도 계시겠지만. 봉빵투님? 이 봉빵투님이 그 봉빵투님인가? Are you the 봉빵투 that we know? 이분이 그분 맞나? 냉랭이? 맞다고요? Wow, welcome back. Wow, it's been ages. It's been so long. Who is he? 아우, 그렇게 철학적으로 질문하면 모르죠, 저도. 근데 어쨌든 it's 봉빵투님, man. 봉빵투님. Wow, it's good to see you again. How have you been? How have you been? Wow. 네, 너무 철학적이지 않아요? Who is he? Wow, I don't even know who I am. I don't even know who I am. How am I supposed to know who someone else is? 제가 누군지도 모르겠는걸요?
That's what I thought too at first.
Yeah, that's what I thought too at first.
That's what I thought too at first.
Mm.
Actually, that's not the only memo I found. There's more. I found this one. I found this one the night we moved in, and this is from Thursday.
아, 뚜뚜리님. I found this. I found this one the night we moved in. 이렇게 바로 전치사 없이 이어가는 게 익숙하지 않으시죠? 네, 그게 느껴졌어요. 네, 그래서 그럴수록 이런 거를 말을 많이 해봐야 돼요. Okay? I found this one the night we moved in. on을 붙이는 게 조금 더 아까도 누가 얘기했듯이 더 자연스럽게 느껴질 수 있어요. 언제나 전치사를 포함시켜서 하는 게 완성형 문장으로. 근데 빼고도 많이 얘기를 하니까요. 그렇게 연습 한번 해보세요.
That's what I thought too at first.
Yeah, 네, 딱 그렇게요. That's very good. 뚜뚜님, very good.
I found this one on the night we moved in, and this is from Thursday.
네, 많이들 여기서 머뭇거리네요. 그렇죠? 이 전치사를 안 하고 바로 넘어가려니까 그거에 익숙하지 않은 거예요. Okay, so I found this one the night we moved in, and this is from Thursday. All at night? Yeah, well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. Yeah. Well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. 이 earlier는 이른 저녁에가 아니라 그것보다 더 이른 저녁 시간에를 가리키는 거예요. Earlier in the evening. Okay? 왜냐면 at night인데, 그죠? I found them all at night. 여기서 얘기한 at night와 at night랑 대조를 지금 이루게 하는 거죠. at night 발견한 거긴 한데 그것보다 더 이른 저녁 시간에를 가리키는 거예요. Earlier in the evening. Earlier in the evening, okay? Yeah. Well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. I suppose. 앞에서 약간 비슷한 게 있었어요. 아예 똑같았나? I'm assuming. 약간 비슷해요. I suppose는 I guess랑 비슷해요. I guess, I suppose. 거의 의미 똑같아요. 뉘앙스도 굉장히 비슷해요. 심지어 여기 I'm assuming이라고 해도 되긴 해요. I'm assuming they could have. 네, 아주 비슷해요. 뭐 이럴 수도 있겠지. 뭐 이럴 수도 있지 않을까? 네, 추정을 하는 거죠. Yeah, well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. 네, 이런 거요. 연습 대상이에요. 연습 대상이라는 거는 진짜 많이 반복해서 편하게 쭉 얘기할 수 있을 때까지 진짜 반복을 많이 하라는 거예요. Suppose, 네, 맞아요. 뭐 굳이 비교를 하자면 I guess랑 I suppose라고 하는 게 조금 더 formal한 느낌이 있지만 그렇다고 아주 편하게 말하는 상황에서 I suppose를 안 쓰는 건 또 아니에요. 이것도 얼마든지 캐주얼하게 쓰는데 이제 굳이 비교를 하자면 네, 그런 건 있긴 해야지만 but don't worry about it. I found this one the night we moved in and this is from Thursday. All at night? Yeah. Well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. suppose가 guess보다 좀 더 생각해서 하는 말이라고 들은 것 같다고요? 글쎄요, 저는 그렇게 안 느껴져요. 뭐 맥락에 따라서 그렇게 느껴질 수는 있는데, 그러니까 예를 들어서요. 아무튼 비슷한 것 같아요. Yeah, well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening.
Yeah, well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening.
오케이, 건화님 잘 읽으셨어요. 근데 이제는 이거를 말을 하셔야 돼요. Right now, I can tell you're reading. Don't just read it. Say it. Huh? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Don't just read it. Say it. 무슨 얘기냐? 진짜로 이 말의 의미를 살려서 일단 대답을 해요. All at night? Yeah. 그러다가 이것도 얘기해줘야 되겠구나. 그래서 well, I found them all at night. 일단 여기까지 이렇게 얘기하고 But I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. 여기서는 약간은 주저함이 필요해요. 왜냐면 뭐 밤에 다 찾긴 했는데 뭐 그거보다 더 이른 저녁 시간에 났을 수도 있지. 약간 이런 느낌이잖아요. 그쵸? 그래서 그걸 좀 살려서 Don't just read it. Okay? All at night? Yeah. Well, I found them all at night. But I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. 어떤 느낌인지 아시겠어요? 사실 여기서 I guess라고 해도 it's perfectly fine. 완전히 괜찮아요. 여기서 I guess라고. But I guess they could have been left there earlier in the evening. Okay.
Yeah, well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening.
오케이, 네, 잘 하셨는데 been에서 이 B가 약간 이 V랑 겹쳐서 들렸어요. I could have been 그렇게 나올 확률이 높긴 한데 네, 조금 더 신경 써. I could have been이 들려야 돼요. been.
Yeah, well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening.
오케이, yeah에서 좀 한참 쉬세요. 왜냐면 여기에 대한 대답을 한 거예요. 나름 처음에는 all at night. 뭐 다 밤에 찾긴 했는데 근데 뭐 그거보다 더 이른 저녁 시간에 누가 났을 수도 있지. 오케이? 이렇게요. 끊고. 오케이. 다음 거요. 지금 몇 시야? 9시 반. 오케이. 그리고 너가 들고 있는 거 그건 어젯밤에 찾았어. 여기 바로 이어서 얘기해 볼게요. 그리고 너가 들고 있는 거 그건 어젯밤에 찾았어. 당신이 들고 있는 거라고 해야 되나? 여러분 남편한테 너라고 해요? 니? 그리고 니가 들고 있는 거 그건 어젯밤에 찾았어. Do you call your husband's 너? or 자기? 자기가 들고 있는 거? 그냥 말하기엔 뭔가 좀 And the one you're holding? I found that at night. I found that last night. So. And the one you're holding? I found that last night. All at night? Yeah. Well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. And the one you're holding? I found that last night. I suppose 하면서 계산을 하는 거죠. 뭐 이럴 수도 있었겠다 하면서, 그렇죠? 자연스러운 그 pause 하는 부분들. Yeah. Well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. Yeah, well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. And the one you're holding, I found that last night.
Yeah, well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening.
Okay, much more natural. Much more natural. Yes. Yeah. Okay. 그러면 3개네. 그러면 다 해서 3개네. 그러면 3개인 거네. 그러면 3개인 거네. Totally it's 3. Totally it's 3 하면 완전 3개야. 완전 3개야. Totally it's 3. 아니다. 완전 3이다. So, that makes 3. So, that makes 3. 그렇죠. in total을 붙여도 되고요. 만약에 다 해서 총 이런 말을 꼭 하고 싶다면 a total of 라고 할 수도 있고요. a total of. So that makes a total of 3. 아니면은 끝에 그냥 total라고 해도 되고요. So that makes 3 total. 뭐 in total. 뭐 그것도 되고요. So that makes 그냥 여기만 할게요. 그냥. So that makes 3. So that makes 3. Yeah. Well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. And the one you're holding, I found that last night. So that makes 3. Yeah. 난 왜 하나도 못 봤을까? 난 왜 하나도 못 찾았을까? 아우치. 오, 테이프가 머리에 붙어 있었어. 난 왜 하나도 못 본 거지? How come? Okay. How come보다는 궁금증을 표현하는 거예요. 난 왜 하나도 못 봤을까? 왜 이랬을까? 난 왜 하나도 발견 못한 걸까? 뭐 이것도 돼요. Why didn't I find one? Why didn't I see any? I wonder why. 네, 이것도 여러분이 꼭 배웠으면 하는 것 중에 하나예요. I wonder why. I wonder why I never ran into one. Any of them, 할까? I wonder why I never ran into any of them. I wonder why I never ran into any of them. 그리고 이렇게 얘기를 할 때 I에 좀 더 강세를 줘야 되겠죠? I wonder why I never ran into any of them. I wonder why I never ran into any of them. I wonder why I never ran into any of them. 오케이, 다음 거 리스닝으로 할게요. 우리 다현님 오셨네요.
Okay, so that makes 3.
3. 3가 아니라 3. th 발음 할 수 있어요.
Yeah, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. And the one you're holding, I found that last night.
Very good. 그 중간에 이거 들렸어요? 네, 진짜로 생각하는 거. 네, they could have 여기 들렸죠? 네, 이런 거.
Yeah, well, I found them all the night.
All the night? No, all at night. All at night.
I suppose that they could be left there earlier in the evening.
잠깐만요. 이거 원래 잘 하셨잖아요. They could have been. They could have been. 네, 여기 완전 엉망이에요 지금. They could have been. 다시 해보세요. They could have been. I suppose 좀 끌다가 they could have been. They could have been left there. They could have been left there. 여기까지는 할 수 있어야 돼요. 여기에서 earlier로 이어지는 건 좀 누구에게나 다 어려워요. 왜냐면 earlier라는 단어 자체가 어렵기 때문에. Try again. So that makes 3. Yeah. I wonder why I never ran into any of them. I wonder why I never came across any of them. 네, 그것도 돼요. 네, 그것도 괜찮아요. Yeah. 뭐 found라고 해도 돼요. I wonder why I never found any of them. 뭐 saw라고 심지어 해도 되고. I wonder why I never saw any of them. 뭐 나는 왜 하나도 못 봤을까? 네, I wonder why I never ran into any of them. 네, 이번에는 그냥 ran into라고 할게요. I wonder why I never ran into any of them. I wonder why. I wonder why. 그러게. 그러게. Yeah. 이건 어때요? Good point. Good point. Good point. 왜냐면 this person is raising a question. This person is raising a question. So instead of just agreeing, right? 그쵸? Instead of just simply agreeing, since the person is raising a question, saying, good point. Good point. 자, 여기서 listening으로 한다고 했지? 여기서부터 쭉 이어서 나머지 부분을 여러분이 들어보세요. 제가 여기서부터 얘기를 해볼 테니까. You guys ready? 그리고 여러분 아까 했던 것처럼 여러분이 이해한 내용을 최대한 간략하게 한국어로 요약해 주세요. 몇 개의 단어로 그냥. Good point. Oh, you know what? That probably means whoever it is left a note sometime between 7 and 9 in the evening. 그쵸? 네. 누군지 몰라도 네, 해석 잘하셨어요. Whoever it is. Whoever it is. Whoever it is를 저희가 주어로 썼죠. Good point. you know what? Whoever it is. That probably means. Oh shoot. That probably means whoever it is. 잠깐만요. Whoever it is left the notes sometime between 7 and 9 in the evening. Good point. Oh, you know what? That probably means whoever it is left the note sometime between 7 and 9 in the evening. I wonder why I never ran into any of them. Good point. Oh, you know what? That probably means whoever it is left a note sometime between 7 and 9 in the evening. 자, 그 다음 거 여러분이 영작해 보세요. 그러네. 안 그랬으면 내가 집에 돌아왔을 때 봤을 테니까. 그러네. 안 그랬으면은 내가 집에 돌아왔을 때 봤을 테니까. 그러네. 안 그랬으면은 내가 집에 돌아왔을 때 봤을 테니까. 그러네. 안 그랬으면 내가 집에 돌아왔을 때 봤을 테니까. Right. Otherwise, I would've죠. I would've죠. 했을 테니까니까. 봤을 테니까. 그쵸? I would have seen one when I got back home. Right. Otherwise, I would have seen one when I got back home. Right. Otherwise, I would have seen one when I got back home. Good point. Oh, you know what? That probably means whoever it is, left a note sometime between 7 and 9 in the evening. Right. Otherwise, I would have seen one when I got back home. You found them all after 9? Yeah. Every time when I was taking out the trash. 자, 이번 거요. 이번 거. 한 문장이 만들어지는 게 아니라 그냥 한 문장 전체가 띠용 하고 떠올라야 돼요. 그 정도로 활용도가 높고 그런 문장이에요. 그렇게 안 느껴지신 분들도 계시겠지만. 왜 진작에 나한테 이거에 대해서 얘기를 안 했어? 왜 진작 나한테 이거에 대해서 얘기를 안 했어? Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? 자, 이 정도는 그냥 한 번에 떠올라야 돼요. Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? 그렇다는 얘기는 여기서부터 여기까지 한 번, 그러니까 자, 이제 떠오르는 것까진 좋아요. 한 번에 너무 쉽게 느껴지는 것까진 좋은데, 자, 이제 이런 말을 실전에서 여러분이 이런 말을 할 수 있기 위해서는 어떻게 돼야 된다고요? 여기서부터 여기까지 얘기를 하는 그 체감상 할 때, 얘기를 할 때 체감상 그냥 한 단어를 내뱉는 느낌이어야 돼요. 여기서부터 여기까지 얘기하는데 그냥 한 단어를 내뱉는 느낌이어야 실전에서 이제 이런 말을 할 수가 있는 거예요. Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? 그러려면은 연음도 돼야 되고, 그쵸? 전혀 주저가 없어야 되고, 지금 포르시님이 올리신 것처럼
Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
예, 그쵸? 네, 최소한 이 정도는 나와야 되는 거예요. 그쵸? Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? 네, 초이님처럼.
Why didn't you about this tell me earlier?
네, 초이님처럼이 아니라 이건 완전 이상해. 지금 문장 구성이 완전 뒤죽박죽 됐죠? 네, 초이님 다시 확인하고 다시 해보세요. Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
Good point. You know what? That probably means whoever it is left the note sometime between 7 and 9 in the evening.
halfmoon님, whoever it is 뒤에 살짝 쉬는 것도 괜찮아요. 쉬는 것도 자연스럽게 좋아요. Whoever it is left the note sometime between 이렇게요. Whoever it is 누가 됐든 간에 누군지 몰라도 이 말이잖아요. 그렇죠? 그래서 여기서 잠깐 쉬는 거 좋아요. You know what? That probably means whoever it is left a note sometime between seven. 이렇게요. 그렇게 한번 해보세요.
Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
네, 좋아요.
Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
Good, very good.
Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
디릿쭉 이 n이 안 들렸어요. 혹시 코 막히셨어요? 코 막혔으면은 괜찮은데 코가 안 막힌 상태라면요, 이 didn't 할 때 이 소리가 들려야 돼요. 그게 안 들렸어요.
Why didn't you tell me about?
그쵸? Why didn't you가 됐어요. Didn't you? Why didn't you? Why didn't you? 다시 try again.
Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
Good, perfect. That's perfect. 잠깐만. 우리 다현님 거를 실수로. Okay.
Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
Very good, 조이님. Very good. 아까보다 훨씬 나아졌어요. 잠깐 아까는 다른 거 하셨었나?
Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Huh?
Yeah. Very good, 우리 다현님. Very, very good. 네. 혹시 오늘 뭐 이런 비슷한 답답함이 있었나요? 뭔가 감정이 이만큼 실려 있는데.
That probably means whoever it is left a note sometime between 7 and 9 in the evening.
Okay, all right, that's right.
Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
그쵸, 훨씬 나아졌네요. Didn't you가 들렸어요 이번에, 맞죠?
Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
Okay, 들리는 것 같아요. Yeah, anyway, okay, so why didn't you tell me about this earlier? 자, 그 다음 거 listening 할게요. listening으로 할게요. 듣고 한국어로 몇 개의 단어로 최대한 짧게 간략하게 요약을 내가 이렇게 알아들었다라고 이렇게 한국어로 요약해 주세요. Ready? okay. 여기서부터 읽으면서 이어서 할게요. Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Well, I was just like you. I thought it was just some prank. I didn't want to worry you over nothing. Very good. 다시 한번요. Well, I was just like you. I thought it was just some prank. I didn't want to worry you over nothing. 맨 마지막 부분. I didn't want to worry you over nothing. 에서 그 nothing 부분을 어떻게 해석하면 좋을까? nothing이라고 했던 부분을 좀 굳이 뭐 꼭 해야 되는 건 아니지만 굳이 해석에 반영하려면 I didn't want to worry you over nothing. 그쵸? 아무것도 아닌 거, 별것도 아닌 걸로, 그쵸? 아무것도 아닌 걸로, 별일 아닌 걸로, 별일 아닌 걸로, 별거 아닌 걸로 그냥 괜히도 좋네요. 그쵸? 괜히 걱정시키고 싶지 않았어. 그쵸? 괜히. I didn't want to worry you over nothing. Well, I was like you. I thought it was just some prank. I didn't want to worry you over nothing. Well, I was just like you. I thought it was just some prank. Didn't want to worry you over nothing. Well, it's just like you. I thought it was just some prank. I didn't want to worry you over nothing. 이 over를 다른 말로 대체하면 뭐라고요? 그 전에도 한 2번 정도 얘기했던 것 같은데. 뭐 중요한 건 아니에요. 뭐 because of 정도로 생각하면 되는데 중요한 건 아니에요. Okay. 그리고 이 느낌은 약간 가지고 아무것도 아닌 것 가지고 우리말로도 때문에 대신에 가지고라고 많이 하죠. 아무것도 아닌 것 때문에 너를 걱정시키고 싶지 않았다. 근데 그걸 가지고라고도 해요. 약간 그런 느낌의 약간 변화를 주는 거예요. 그냥 말에 아무것도 아닌 거 가지고 over nothing 아무것도 아닌 것 때문에. Okay. 갖고 yeah. 무슨 생각해? 무슨 생각해? So what are you thinking? So what are you thinking? 뭐 여기서는 크게 중요한 것도 없고 해서 한번 리스닝으로 해볼게요. 리스닝으로 요것도 리스닝으로 해볼 테니까 듣고 가장 핵심 내용만 한글로 요약을 해보세요. You ready? 네 맞아요. worry you랑 make you worry랑 비슷해요. 근데 지금 이 맥락에서는 그냥 worry you 정도로 하는 게 좋을 것 같아요. 네. 10 p.m. Okay. Well, I was just like you. I thought it was just some prank. I didn't want to worry you over nothing. So, what are you thinking? Well, I'm still thinking it's a prank. Pretty harmless, so far at least. They're just notes, right? It's not like they're ding-dong ditching. Well, I'm still thinking it's a prank. Pretty harmless, so far at least. They're just notes, right? It's not like they're ding-dong ditching. Wow, 벨티. Good, very, very good. 벨티, yeah. 와, 이렇게 해석할 생각을 못하고 있었네. 벨티. Well, I'm still thinking it's a prank. Pretty harmless, so far at least. They're just notes, right? It's not like they're ding-dong ditching. Well, I'm still thinking it's a prank. Pretty harmless, so far at least. They're just notes, right? It's not like they're ding-dong ditching. Well, I'm still thinking it's a prank. Pretty harmless, so far at least. They're just notes, right? It's not like they're ding-dong ditching. 네, 이거는 그냥 넘어갈게요. 그래도 좀 무서운데? 그래도 좀 무서운데? It is kind of creepy though. It is kind of creepy though. It is kind of creepy though. 그러게 이 정도 가지고도 괴롭힘이라고 볼 수 있을까? 그러게 이 정도 가지고도 괴롭힘이라고 볼 수 있을까? 그러게 이 정도 가지고도 괴롭힘이라고 볼 수 있을까? 아, 내가 해석을 잘못했나? 괴롭힘? 저는 이제 그 사용하고 싶은 단어가 harassment였거든요. harassment? bullying 말고 harassment? harassment랑 bullying이랑 뭐가 다르지? 이 정도 가지고도 괴롭힘이라고 볼 수 있을까? 저는 harassment가 한국어로 괴롭힘 아닌가? 다른 말이 있나? 아, 아니요. 텃세는 아니고요. 그냥 괴롭힘. harassment. 괴롭힘 맞다고요? 오케이. 이게 그 미국이 아무래도 그 서양 문화에서 그 약간 재판, 법 이런 체계가 좀 더 일찍 자리 잡히면서 이런 단어들이 좀 더 많이 생긴 것 같아. 단순히 그냥 괴롭힘 하나로 이렇게 뭉뚱그려서가 아니라 harassment, abuse, 뭐 bullying 막 이렇게 여러 가지가 있는데 abuse는 뭐지? 아, 학대구나 그거는. 오케이. Anyway, 네, count 쓰는 것도 좋아요. count 좋아요. 네, 네 오늘은 이렇게 할게요. Yeah, I wonder if this qualifies as harassment. I wonder if this qualifies as harassment. Yeah, I wonder if this qualifies as harassment. 이 qualify as가 제가 해석을 어떻게 했죠? 이 정도 가지고 뭐라고 할 수 있는가? 이 정도도 뭐의 축에 속하다? 어떤 뭐에 해당되다? 그렇죠? 약간 그런 느낌으로 쓰는 말. 무엇에 해당되는지 이 정도 가지고도 그렇죠? I wonder if this qualifies as harassment. Wonder if we can say it is. 네, 그쵸. 가능해요. 네. 가능이라는 말은요. 참 좋은 말이에요. 왜냐면 뭐 거의 다 가능하죠. 특히나 뭐 네, 가능은 한데 이제 제가 좀 그걸 구분하고 싶어요. 가능한 것과 그리고 보통 그들이 어떻게 얘기를 하느냐. 이걸 좀 구분하고 싶어요. 그래서 네, 가능해요. 그리고 심지어 의미 전달도 돼요. 괜찮아요. 막 틀리지도 않아 심지어. 그런데 그들이 이렇게 쓰느냐 그렇진 않아요. 지금 이 상황에서 딱 이런 느낌으로 얘기할 때는 뭐 I wonder if this qualifies as, I wonder if this counts as. 심지어 counts랑 qualify도 비교를 하면 qualify가 지금은 저도 설명할 수 없는 뭔가에 의해서 그냥 qualify가 좀 더 잘 어울리는 것 같아요. I wonder if this qualifies as harassment. 이 정도? Qualify. 왜냐면 이 qualify, when you say that something qualifies as something, you're referring to the extent of something, and you're trying to determine whether or not it can be categorized as something. 그러니까 무엇으로 그거를 어떤 항목에 넣을 수 있을 정도로의 그 정도가 심하냐. 약간 그걸 따지는 말이거든요. Qualify. 그래서 this doesn't qualify as harassment라고 하면은 그렇다고 이게 뭐 harassment가 아니라고 할 수는 없지만 그렇다고 이거 그 정도는 아니다. 약간 이런 느낌으로 얘기를 하는 거거든요. 그래서 네. 이 정도라는 뉘앙스는 이 qualify라는 단어에 들어가요. 제가 설명을 지금 잘 못하고 있는데 okay. So, 뭐 이 정도 가지고 이게 이 정도 가지고 괴롭힘이라고 볼 수 있으려나? 해당되려나? I wonder if this qualifies as harassment. 이해됐다고요? 오! That's a miracle. 뭐 나머지는 쉬워요. 거의 끝났어요, 여러분. 좀만 참으세요. Do you think we should talk to the police? To the police? 라고 했는데 Do you think we should talk to the police? 라고 했어요. 다음 거 영작해보세요. 영작해보세요. 뭐 한번 얘기 슬쩍 하는 것도 괜찮을 것 같아. 뭐 한번 슬쩍 얘기해봐서 뭐 나쁠 건 없는데 글쎄 그렇다고 뭔가를 적극적으로 할 것 같진 않은데. 뭐 한 번쯤 이렇게 슬쩍 얘기해본다고 뭐 나쁠 건 없지만 그렇다고 경찰에서 뭐 어떻게 적극적으로 할 것 같진 않은데. 예, 바로 갈게요. 지금 시간이 많이 늦어서. I guess it wouldn't hurt to run it by them. But I doubt they'll actively do anything about it. 라고 할게요. I guess it wouldn't hurt to run it by them. I guess it wouldn't hurt to run it by them, but I doubt they'll actively do anything about it. I guess it wouldn't hurt to run it by them, but I doubt they'll actively do anything about it. I doubt. It wouldn't hurt. 뭐뭐 해서 아프지 않을 거다 라고 함으로써 나쁠 것 없다. I guess it wouldn't hurt to. 이렇게 한다고 해서 뭐 나쁠 것 없다. 이렇게 해서 나쁠 거 없겠지만 I guess it wouldn't hurt to run it by them. But I doubt they'll actively do anything about it. 근데 뭐 적극적으로 뭐 어떻게 그 사람들이 할 것 같진 않은데. I doubt. 네. 내가 의심하는 부분을 지금 표현하고 있는 거죠. I doubt. 그럴 것 같진 않은데 I doubt they'll actively do anything about it. I guess it wouldn't hurt to run it by them, but I doubt they'll actively do anything about it. Okay, that's it. 네, 여기까지예요. 후. 와. 와. Okay. Alright. 녹음 한번 해볼까? Hey Ryan, would you take a look at this? What is it? I was hoping you could tell me. Looks like a memo. Yeah, but look what it says. Is it from one of our neighbors? I have no idea. Did it come in the mail? No, it was just left at our doorstep. Was it in an envelope? No, that's how I found it. It was pinned under a rock. I'm assuming to keep it from blowing away. Well, clearly someone is messing with us. You mean like a prank? Who would pull a prank like this? Most likely some teenagers who think they're being smart. Relax, it's just a prank. That's what I thought too at first. What? Actually, that's not the only memo I found. There's more? I found this one the night we moved in. And this is from Thursday. All at night? Yeah. Well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. And the one you're holding, I found that last night. So that makes 3. Yeah. I wonder why I never ran into any of them. Good point. Oh, you know what? That probably means whoever it is left a note sometime between 7 and 9 in the evening. Right. Otherwise, I would have seen one when I got back home. You found them all after 9? Yeah, every time, when I was taking out the trash. Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Well, I was just like you. I thought it was just some prank. I didn't want to worry you over nothing. So, what are you thinking? Well, I'm still thinking it's a prank. Pretty harmless, so far at least. They're just notes, right? It's not like they're ding-dong ditching. It is kind of creepy, though. Yeah. I wonder if this qualifies as harassment. Do you think we should talk to the police? I guess it wouldn't hurt to run it by them, but I doubt they'll actively do anything about it. 다시 안 읽어도 되죠, 그러면? Hey, Ryan, would you take a look at this? What is it? I was hoping you could tell me. Looks like a memo. Yeah, but look what it says. Is it from one of our neighbors? I have no idea. Did it come in the mail? No, it was just left at our doorstep. Was it in an envelope? No, that's how I found it. It was pinned under a rock. I'm assuming to keep it from blowing away. Well, clearly someone is messing with us. You mean like a prank? Who would pull a prank like this? Most likely some teenagers who think they're being smart. Relax, it's just a prank. That's what I thought too at first. What? Actually, that's not the only memo I found. There's more? I found this one the night we moved in. And this is from Thursday. All at night? Yeah. Well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have been left there earlier in the evening. And the one you're holding, I found that last night. So that makes 3. Yeah. I wonder why I never ran into any of them. Good point. Oh, you know what? That probably means whoever it is left a note sometime between 7 and 9 in the evening. Right. Otherwise, I would have seen one when I got back home. You found them all after 9? Yeah, every time, when I was taking out the trash. Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Well, I was just like you. I thought it was just some prank. I didn't want to worry you over nothing. So, what are you thinking? Well, I'm still thinking it's a prank. Pretty harmless, so far at least. They're just notes, right? It's not like they're ding-dong ditching. It is kind of creepy, though. Yeah. I wonder if this qualifies as harassment. Do you think we should talk to the police? I guess it wouldn't hurt to run it by them, but I doubt they'll actively do anything about it. Okay. That's it, guys. 이미 복사 붙이기 해놨고요. That's pretty much it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. 중요한 부분이 있었나? Let's see. Would you take a look at this? 이런 거 중요하고요. 평소에 활용도 높고, was hoping you could tell me. 너가 보고 얘기해 줄 수 있을까 기대를 하고 있었다라는 그런 얘기를 할 때 쓰기 좋은 문장이고요. 카이로님, thank you for the one. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Look what it says. 네, 거기 쓰여져 있는 걸 봐라. 뭐라고 써 있는지 한번 봐라. Is it from one of our neighbors? Is it from? 이라고 얘기를 하는 거. I have no idea. Did it come in the mail? It was just left at our doorstep. 네, 이런 거요. 그냥 문 앞에 놓여져 있었다. 네, 진짜 별거 아니죠, 여러분. 문 앞에 놓여져 있었다. 진짜 별거 아닌데 이거를 제가 이렇게까지 짚어내면서 자, 이거 외워야 된다라고 안 하잖아요. 이런 거를 한국에서 공부의 형태로만 계속 접근을 하면요, 이런 걸 진짜 못 배워요. 왜냐하면 너무 얘는 뭔가 어떤 그 outstanding 하는 어떤 그 stand out 하는 뭔가가 없어요. 뭔가 이렇게 두드러지게 뭔가 이렇게 관심을 확 끄는 그런 어떤 뭐 단어도 없고 뭐 대단한 표현도 안 쓰였지만 지금 이런 거를 이런 걸 이렇게 우리가 active하게 먼저 이렇게 적극적으로 이렇게 배우지 않으면 이런 걸 진짜 못해요. 이런 말을 진짜 별 얘기가 아닌데 문 앞에 놓여져 있었다라는 얘기일 뿐인데, okay? Anyway, it was just left at our doorstep. Was it in an envelope? 이것도 마찬가지죠. That's how I found it. 이런 것도요. 이런 것도 마찬가지예요. Okay? 아니, 딱 그 상태로 그 상태로 발견한 거야. 그 상태로 찾았어. That's how I found it. I'm assuming to 이 사이에는 in order가 생략돼 있는 거예요. I'm assuming in order to keep it from blowing away. 이렇게 앞에서 한 얘기, 이렇게 얘기했잖아요. 지금 돌로 그게 돌이 하나 거기에 이제 올려져 있었죠. 그러니까 돌 밑에 이렇게 찡겨 있었던 거예요, 종이가. 그러면서 뭐 이러기 위해서였지 않을까? I'm assuming에서 바로 in order to로 이어지는 거. 왜냐면 I'm assuming 왜냐면 앞에서 얘기를 했으니까. 오케이? 그래서 지금 이런 문장 같은 경우도 그 좀 중급, 상급에서 영어를 배우시는 분들이 이런 문장 흐름, sentence flow 이런 거를 연습 많이 하면 좋아요. 실제로 많이 이런 식으로 얘기를 하게 되기 때문에 clearly someone's messing with us. Like who would pull a prank like this? 뭐 이것은 크게 중요한 건 아니고 요거 중요하고요. Actually, that's not the only memo I found. There's more. I found this one. This is from Thursday. 네, 이렇게 문장 흐름. 사실 I found this one을 똑같이 해도 돼요. I found this one the night we moved in, and I found this one on Thursday. 근데 뒤에서는 this is from이라고 약간 그 접근을 다르게 하는 거. 이렇게 할 수 있는 것도 좋은 기술인 것 같아요. 이거 전체적으로 많이 연습하세요. Well, I found them all at night, but I suppose they could have 찾은 거는 다 밤에 찾은 건 맞는데 뭐 그 전에 좀 더 이른 저녁 시간에 놨을 수도 있지. 그렇죠? 이런 문장 흐름. 네. 영어를 중급, 상급으로 넘어가고 싶으신 분들이 이런 걸 연습해야 돼요. Okay? Wonder why I never ran into any of them. Probably means whoever it is. 네, whoever it is 라는 말을 이렇게 쓰는 거. 누가 그런진 모르겠지만 누가 그랬는진 몰라도 그거를 7시랑 9시 사이에 거의 놨나 보다. 이렇게 주어를 whoever it is 라고 얘기를 함으로써 그런 의미를 또 줄 수 있는 거. 아마 익숙치 않으실 거예요. 영어를 평소에 영어 컨텐츠를 많이 소비하시는 분들은 네, 많이 들어봤을 거예요. Whoever it is. Okay. 노래 가사에 이런 식으로 많이 들어갈 수 있겠구나. 뭐 whoever, 뭐 wherever you are, 등등등. 그렇죠? 잠깐만. 생각나는 갑자기 살짝 떠오른 노래. What's his name? 아이씨, 기억이 안 난다. 오케이. I would have seen one every time to her. Why didn't you tell me? 뭐 요거요. 이건 좀 기본적인 거죠. I was just like you. I thought it was just some prank for it. I didn't want to reveal that. 네, 요거 전체적으로 연습 많이 하시고요. 나도 너처럼. I was just like you. I thought it was just some prank. 그냥 장난인 줄 알았지. 별일 아닌 것 같고 걱정을 끼치고 싶지 않았던 거지. 그죠? 그 얘기죠. 네, 이런. So what are you thinking? I'm still thinking it's a prank. So far, at least, they're just notes right. It's not like they're in audition. It's kind of creepy. I wonder if it qualifies as. 뭐 중요한 건 아닌데, 뭐 네, 중요한 건 아니지만 알고 있으면 좋은. Do you think we should talk to the police? Guess it wouldn't hurt to run it by them, but I doubt they'll actively do anything about it. 전반적으로, 네, 전체적으로 연습 많이 하세요. Okay. Right, that's it, guys. Have a great rest of your evening. I hope you have a good one. 혹시 뭐 did any of you have any burning questions about the dialogue today? Hey, 카이로님, I might be a little late는 이제 할 줄 알아요. 거의 하루 종일 이 표현만 말했어요. Wow, really? Okay. 그쵸? 네. 이게 보고 들었을 때 아는 거랑 실제로 내가 그 소리를 내서 그 말을 하는 거 is very, very different. Very, very different. Okay. 잠깐만. Whoever? 되게 안 붙였었나요? 안 붙였었나? 안 붙였었네. Sorry about that. 붙였어야 돼요. Whoever it is. 네, 붙여 쓰는 게 맞아요. Yeah. Good point. Oh, you know what? That probably means whoever it is left a note sometime between 7 and 9 in the evening. Yeah. 붙여 쓰는 게 맞아요. Okay. Okay, that's it, guys. Have a great rest of your evening. I hope I can see you guys soon in the next live stream or in the next lesson video. See you guys. Have a good night. I have to take a shower now.